Hi everyone, as you can see, I'm doing this outside in the cold but not unbearable cold. As you can see, I got a hat on, just keep my head warm, coat on. Just needed a different place, couldn't go do videos inside it for the time being. So, yeah, as you can see, when I can't do it in my normal spots, I try to improvise best I can to get them out on time. So this broke just today. This is a surprise Star Wars video to talk about. So Disney came out and said that they have up their release date for episode 8, whatever the title will be. Instead of coming out in May of 2017, next year, it comes out instead of December 2017. So we're basically got Star Wars Force Awakens, December for Rogue One, now December for episode 8. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. If you recall, they just didn't have enough time for episode 7 when they did it for J.J. Abrams. That's why they had to bump it to December of last year. So that I don't think is the problem, because they still have like over almost a year and a half to go. So that's not the issue. I think it's just a matter of Force Awakens is now the third highest grossing film in history. Maybe even could get to the second highest. It's not beating Avatar, but it could maybe get to the second highest film in history. So why not put it back in December again? It makes perfect logical sense. It's not going to have a lot to go against, except maybe at one of the Avatar sequels. So it makes complete and utter sense to move it to December. Yeah, there are going to be people who are disappointed. And as a fan, I'm disappointed. I wanted to see Star Wars sooner. But I can wait just for the fact that means it will do better. And that means they'll just keep making more Star Wars movies. So we'll get more Star Wars movies. As long as they make money, they'll make more movies. That's the way it works. And if they think it will make more money in December, which it almost certainly will, I do believe that, it's a good option. Now, that being said, because it's in December now, not in summer, do I think it will beat The Force Awakens, just in terms of the opening box office weekend? Now, if it were summer, I would say no. It would have like 170-something million, maybe even a little over 200 million opening weekend. I don't think it was going to crack the 247, though. But now that it's in December, and I don't know if it comes out before or after the Avatar sequel that's slated for that month as well, but now that it's in December, it stands a better shot at breaking the record. I'm not certain it can, because it was like what's the best way to put it? It was like a bunch of culminating miracle effects took place. Look, you can see my breath. It was like a once in a blue moon situations that took place to get The Force Awakens the kind of box office it got. It'd been basically near a decade since we had gotten the last Star Wars movie, back in 2015, about a decade since we got the last Star Wars movie, and it was coming off the prequels, widely accepted as not very good movies. And we were hungry. The people who loved the original Star Wars were hungry for new Star Wars. The people who even liked the prequels were hungry for new Star Wars. People who had never even heard of Star Wars were like, what is this, Star Wars? Let me go rewatch this and go, oh, I need to watch Star Wars. It was a culmination of so many peculiar and at the same time brilliant situations that brought it together in one magnificent sight of a movie experience. It was an event. Episode 8 is not going to be an event. Episode 8 is going to be a widely probably accepted film. It was not an event. Episode 7 was an event. I did say that, right? I did say episode 8. Sometimes I talk a little faster than my brain will process, so I'll say something that I didn't mean to say quite as much. So, that being said, episode 8 will not be an event, whereas episode 7 was not just a movie, it was an event. It was an event of a lifetime. It was the return of Star Wars. Whereas episode 8 is going to be the continuation of Star Wars. Again, it's going to do well. It's going to make clear $1 billion, no problem, just like Force Awakens did. Now, first off, do I think it will beat Force Awakens? I have no idea. I think it stands a better shot of beating The Force Awakens than, and what's an inaccurate comparison for me to say on this, than say like Rogue One or even Episode 9 would. And I say that because, I don't think Episode 9 will make as much money as Force Awakens. But episode 8 might, and here's why: is that the movie's been out for a good few weeks now. I think we're in its fifth week, I believe, of release. I'm fairly certain we're in its we're in its fifth week of release right now. So, no, actually, no. We came out that way, then we had that, then we had that, then we had that. So, and then the fifth. So we're actually in the sixth. Currently, we're in the sixth week of release. We just got done with the fifth. So it's been out for a while, so spoilers. So Luke Skywalker was not in the movie very much. He only showed up at the end, didn't have a line. I think it could very well at least beat the opening record, simply for the fact that we get Luke a lot more in this movie. We'll get the origins of some characters a bit more in the movie. Like we'll probably maybe see more Snoke. We'll get Kylo Ren and Rey fighting out. We'll get Finn again. We'll be introduced to new characters. So I think it very least has the potential to beat it box office wise, given the month it's being released in, plus the hype for Luke Skywalker. Even though the hype for Han and Chewie was just, if not maybe even a bit more impressive, but still, anything's possible. But I think of the two sequels, episode 8 and 9, 8 stands a better chance of beating The Force Awakens. Of course, we don't know what the final numbers for Force Awakens will be. From the way it's looking, I think it stands a chance still of being Titanic, but it's still like 300 million off. It's about 250 million off from beating Titanic. I think it might close off just around 2 billion, but I can't be certain on that. At least from the way it stands right now. It stands a shot of beating that simply for at least the opening record, just for that purpose alone because of Luke. But at the same time, worldwide, hard to say on that note. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Star Wars Episode 8 being bumped. I personally agree with the choice. It sucks we don't get it earlier, but I can live. I waited 10 years for The Force Awakens. I can wait 2 years for Episode 8, whatever the title may be. So, and plus I get Rogue One to tide me over until Episode 8. So yeah. That's my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. So I got a Who Would Win to do in just a little bit. And this Who Would Win this week is Batman vs. Magneto by Prodigy X. Oh, darn it all. I will remember to write down the name this time. Because I know it's Prodigy X something. I always give a shout out to the people who suggest the comment or suggest the battle that I do in the week. So, yes, suggested by our viewer. And I'm doing two versions of that, because he asked for one. I'm assuming it's a he. If I'm wrong, I apologize. That it's a prep battle. I'm doing two versions, one non-prep, one prep. So, yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back in a little